pricing we're seeing is quite high in terms of earnings growth. Expectation for this year in the S&P is above 30%, which is quite big. So this earnings season, the Q2 earnings season, was actually not too bad when you come to think of it, beating expectations and remaining positive. Now, we need to maintain that to keep an attractive case on the equity side. If you're in the camp of expecting a slowdown, if not a recession, then you can't hold that forecast. And you should maybe trim down a little bit of your equity exposure, profiting from the rally. If it's not the case, if you don't think there is a recession, then probably the S&P will hold its promises and you'd be better off with equity than bonds.
And just a line on commodities specifically, I'd be interested in hearing your opinion, because so much, it seems to me, is now built around the demand destruction nature of higher energy prices. Goldman's has put out this $130 a barrel call by the end of the year here. How does that sound to you? Too aggressive? And if we have something that looks like that, what does that ultimately do to demand destruction?
The commodity market is very important at this stage of the investment cycle and of the economic cycle. The reason for that is that it's probably the best macro indicator you could be looking at. True, commodity markets have been destroying demand, okay? But eventually, if demand slows down, and again, that should be where the focus should be for investors right now, it should show in the dynamics of commodity prices, especially in that of oil these days. So it's a downtrend we've been seeing over the past 2 months is the first indication that something's slowing down worldwide, and it's not a positive message. So the key word, I guess, from an economic standpoint is a decline in commodity prices is never good news. A rise in commodity prices is always good news because it indicates a strong demand. And this demand question, as you saw from this morning's UK GDP, will become increasingly important to the investment outlook.